They ask me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life.
Like, I'm the best man on that corner. I'm the best corner in the draft. So, I mean, yeah, it takes people itself. I feel like.
Welcome to the team, Nate Wiggins. Yo.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the squadron, bro.
We'll
First
take
round
it.
pick number 30. I just wanted to throw that out there, but we're gonna double back to that. You know what I mean,
That's a good
I
pick.
wanted to start off.
I was gonna say.
That's a good thing.
I was gonna say we could go in.
With this episode, I did want to start off too because we forgot to say it on the
Oh, yeah,
last
you're
one,
right.
but we made it to 6 years. Yo.
Oh yeah, 6 years.
6 year anniversary.
That's
yo.
how you know this has not been a sprint. This has been a marathon.
Yeah,
Hard
man.
work.
Congrats.
307
Congrats.
episodes. My God, you're a part of the team, bro. You've been there. I remember the apple cider whiskey.
Bro, that was like episode early teens, right?
Bro,
11,
come on.
12, something
No
like
visual.
that.
No
It might have
visuals.
been before double numbers, bro.
He was locked in.
Yeah, it was no visuals or anything.
It was
real.
very early.
I respect it, man.
appreciate
We
it.
came a long way.
Yes. Inside of a shoebox. There
Yo.
were no stands there, bro.
We had them inside shoebox.
It's
There
one
were
thing.
no stands there.
We got complaints about holding the mic. Pause. A lot
Yeah.
of people said they wasn't trying to hold the mic at first.
I cut a hole. That's innovation, though. I cut a
Damn.
hole in the side of a
mic
shoebox, and we
stands,
had
yo.
mic stands in Nike shoeboxes.
When we
and
really
other
first started,
shoeboxes.
we had one mic, and it was just me and Mike just getting drunk, going crazy.
Just saying
Eyes
that.
before,
But yo, some of that stuff was classic. That's why I knew, like, yo, we just got to figure out how to.
Yeah, we just had to. We
'cause
was working out the kinks.
Yeah, broski.
You know what I mean?
Broski.
It's been
Conversations,
one thing to like see y'all really elevating and doing this, but like being a part of it is
Yeah.
like totally different, bro.
But you already
Proud
know
of y'all.
the level of solidness that's just coming from that whole idea behind this for real. So
Definitely,
Because y'all
man.
real, man. So
Appreciate
y'all
it,
deserve
bro.
that. Appreciate
But this
y'all
is what
having us
episode?
here.
What is this?
307.
307 of the coach
pod.
class, man. Appreciate y'all for sticking along this long. If you're new to it, make sure you hit that like or subscribe button. Hit the comments too. Let us know what we doing right, what we doing wrong, or if you're indifferent. It don't really matter. Just make sure you hit the comments.
Yeah.
We always doing right, regardless
Yeah,
of what you
it don't,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why I said it don't matter. It don't matter to me. Whatever you say is, it don't matter. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep saying it.
But without further ado, though, we got to talk about the bomb that was dropped yesterday.
Yeah, and we're recording this on a Wednesday, so this was what Tuesday? He dropped that Tuesday morning.
Tuesday. Yep. So I
At
think you sent the
8:24.
DM first in like the coach class thing, or you said. So I don't know how I found out about it.
Nah, my boys hit me. I had heard it.
Oh,
it was,
okay.
It was early
Because I was
in the
late
day.
because I wasn't on my phone that day.
I think I sent something, and that's probably when you saw it probably.
Yeah.
But I forgot. I said I don't remember what it was, but yeah. It came out like a random weird time.
8:24.
Yeah, somebody pieced that together.
Yeah.
I guess you know.
My boy
I
did
mean,
the Kobe.
it's a
Kobe
pretty
joint.
convincing coincidence.
I kinda believe it.
8:24.
The reason
I'm with it.
The reason I'm willing to believe it for
LA.
sure is because the whole we don't you ain't Kobe to us, and then Mad Clip's been floating around with Kobe like yo, couldn't you just like
The closest thing to him. Yeah.
Like, so-
he actually was cool with it.
So-
So it makes sense. It makes sense.
I mean, he do got that mama mentality.
Very cool.
If you
Also,
wanna say that,
hating
please.
somebody at that time in the morning is crazy, yo.
Yeah.
I love that.
Nah, the way
Nah,
he
you gotta
expressed it,
the
he's been
hate.
hating him for a while. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
The hate has been stewing. It's been
everybody
stewing for
said
a
though,
long
yo,
time.
he got tired, yo, because yo from Canada put the Lakers out the night before.
Yo, put extra smoke on
He
him.
said y'all fed up, yo. Just I'm
Had
gonna
to drop that
this
joint for LA. Yo. We needed something because the Clippers the only thing left.
Yeah,
Y'all
you
wanna
know he's not
join
a
up.
Clippers fan.
If y'all want to join up, come join up. But nah, Kendrick.
What's y'all favorite
Jamal
line?
Murray sacked Drake, yo. It's nasty, yo.
What's y'all's favorite bar from the disc?
I don't know,
If
man.
you can narrow
I think the
it
one
down.
that stood out first for me was the What Is It, the Braids. Because at first, I'm not gonna lie, I tried to get too introspective with it. I thought he was being real deep. I thought he said breaks. So like these are the breaks, like type shit. So I'm like, oh shit, is he going back to like these are the breaks times? And then I looked at the
Hip
words.
hop,
I was like,
hip
oh,
hop.
what is it? The braids, even funnier. That's a hilarious line to me. But probably my favorite one on there would probably be the YNW Melly joint.
That
as far
was
as when he
hard.
said,
That was crazy.
if they not my real friends, then I'm YNW Melly.
You seen YMW Melly?
Nah,
They
he
said-
wilded
they
him a
said-
lot on there, bro.
Yo.
He
They said
bro,
That was towards him and Cole, yo. That's why I like that bar. You know, I'm
he
still
got-
salty
yeah,
with
two
Cole
for,
right
two
now.
for
yo.
one is a pretty like when you can get two people out
I
with
like
one
that.
bar, like that's crazy.
They,
I like
they,
that.
They said YMW Melly said, "Oh man, He's like, I'm honored and appalled. You know, what's his name is one of my favorite rappers, blah blah blah. And I'm just thinking to myself,
He's fighting a case
that's
now.
his lawyer. That's
He's
not
still
why
fighting.
W. Melly's saying that. And the only reason why W. Melly's lawyer is coming out is because, like, yo, he's putting the case on my man. Yo,
Damn,
we trying to beat
bro,
right now.
he just had the mistrial. He trying to beat this thing, bro. You gotta chill out, Kendrick. But the bar was hard though. The bar was too tough. Yo, I like it.
No, the sickest bar that really got me, I be liking the light stuff, but it's really deep. Like telling somebody that has a son, yo, you don't know nothing about raising a son, yo. It's crazy.
I had texted the group
I was
chat.
like, yo, that's wild disrespectful if you have any.
It was
if you
wild,
a man,
respectful
man,
things
yo,
that you should
like,
do with
yo.
your kids
I
too.
texted the group chat.
It's
yesterday.
like
I
praying
said,
with your
Oh,
kids,
man.
teaching your kids how to be accountable. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like,
Teaching
teach
them
them
morals
how to
and
show
principles.
love,
But you don't know
show
nothing
respect.
about that.
You know nothing of
You
that.
don't know
I
nothing
said
about that.
teaching another grown man how to be a father is one of the funniest things I've heard in rap this year.
Yo,
That is
it's
insane,
wild.
bro.
Yeah. And it probably was when he just started spazzing out as far as saying he just hate him.
No, the
hate
really
the way
the
that you
we
look the way-
we gotta keep it a bean. The sexy red bar was the wildest bar, yo.
That was mad.
He said he was
Yeah.
going to start twerking, yo.
Said when I see
Yo.
you, say it was sexy when I believe you see two baddies.
Yo, that's
He said
crazy.
you don't like women.
You're not
Competition
telling.
might
You're
start
not
twisting.
saying, "Yo, I see you as a bad bitch." He's saying, "I bet you see yourself."
Yeah,
at like
yeah.
that's even
That's
more.
why I was getting to the
That's
next bar. Like
crazy.
he set it up, yo. He set
Snap
you up
on.
so you won't get confused. He said no. He said I don't believe you. Like, well, I believe you in competition with these chicks, and you might start twerking with them, yo.
Yeah.
And that was when, not even that part, but you always hear it with Kendrick. But that's where you start getting an understanding of what Mike was saying as far as his rapping ability, the cadence and different
Yeah,
ways he
it's
was
crazy.
going with
It's
the
nothing
with
you
the
can do.
beat was crazy.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
It
you
was
got, like-
absurd.
Of course, 'cause I don't want to make this about.
He was
people
chilling.
were saying because
He was chilling.
it's always people on both sides, but you go people. I don't like all the voice and I'm like, dog. That's how he is.
That's-
what
he's
he
been
does.
doing that.
He's like I know people don't like to hear it, but it's like the dude is really. That's why all his projects they're like art projects.
Yeah.
The voice inflection, the going here, the going there, the doing this, hitting the beat this way. Like that's a skill, dog. Like you may want to front on it.
Yeah.
He really does this.
But it's
That's why
working.
Cole backed out. He was like, "Bro, I come from that. I know what he is capable of. I'm not bringing my. I'm
still
not.
like
I don't
it.
need that in my life."
He still had
Like,
to slap him a little bit, and I
He
like
did,
it.
yeah.
It
I'm
was a
happy
light slap.
did.
He had to make sure
needed
you're
it.
not escaping completely, but I'm not.
The
about to
crown
go
is
in-
heavy, bro. Aubrey and Cole know how heavy the crown is, and I'm a selfish
Nah,
man.
saying that y'all kissing on stage is crazy. Though.
Yeah, that's wild.
But
Hey.
I don't even know if I have like a specific bar, but just like the subliminal behind the song being called Euphoria, and the allegations that are floating around with Drake and girls of a certain age. The show Drake executive produced Euphoria. Euphoria is notorious for having scenes of young girls sleeping with older, like
why I don't watch
getting
that
wild
show.
drunk and
Yeah, I
sleeping
haven't. I
with.
never got into it.
It's
I
a
never
yeah,
got
like
into
it's a
it, but I heard
crazy
wild.
show. But him naming the song Euphoria and
Yeah.
Drake is the,
And he threw that little.
and then the bar where he said
Pacifier, bro, all that stuff.
the pacifier. I
and
could
all
double
that.
down on that, but I'll let you live for that. Like he has something that's that could tarnish his career.
It's been a thing
and
that's
he's
kind of
letting
been
him
floating
know,
around
like,
for
bro,
years now.
if you make
Yeah,
me, I will let
I've,
you
I've
know.
heard the
Years
surviving
now.
Drizzy.
And then they got the video
those
with it. I
references.
don't want to get too. I'm not putting cases on folks, but they
Allegedly.
had the video with it. This is
Allegedly.
documented.
Oh,
No, this is
allegedly.
I don't know
documented. The
anything
girl
about
came on
this.
stage said she was 17.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
old. Like we've seen this stuff.
But Canada
years ago.
wild too. Canada wild with the laws. I mean, respectfully though, I just.
He gave her a kiss and all of that stuff. We've seen this stuff.
And-
I'm not saying I don't know. I don't have any of this stuff.
Allegedly.
I'm just saying he's bringing
that part right there, like to me, makes me feel like at the end of this beef, somebody's career is going to be different. Like somebody, if it goes to that point where they start dropping secret stuff that nobody else know about, that's when somebody's reputation and career could change, like for the better or for the worse. Like I don't see either one of them getting canceled completely or anything, but if something come out crazy allegedly about Drake, or I could see people being like,
So who's going to turn into the feds first? Is what you're saying?
I
That's
think
what
we
you
already
saying,
know.
yo.
is it snitching?
I
though?
think we already know who would turn into the feds first, but I'm not gonna.
He did say in that joint. He said he got some stuff that'll
Business
make.
acumen.
Make
Yeah,
Gunna
I think we know who
Make
will rat
Gunna
first.
wanna look like
Come
a
on,
saint.
yo.
Yeah.
I think we know who will rat first in a sticky situation.
You think he goes super low immediately, or do you think he, like, is he gonna jab again, or is he gonna just let it fly? Drake, if Drake responds, is he gonna let it fly, or is he gonna toy with them again and be like, "That was weak. I'm like, that's what you came with after all this time."
You can't do that right now. The song, they can play all of that, this and that. People who are trying to discredit, but like the song is doing numbers. Both of the songs that he put out. He's out charting the charter guy right now. That's the one. Oh, Drake does all of this. Well, he's outdoing him on
Number
that.
one on Apple Music
and
today.
I don't care what all of them people will say that try to discredit it. Like, oh, this not gonna play.
It's playing.
That specifically that second half, that's gonna be playing outside. Y'all can try to cap all you want. Like, it's gonna play.
Like
yo,
that
like,
is doing numbers in the clubs
it's doing
right now.
numbers,
Like,
and the rapping is there. I'm just like I don't think he can. I think that people assuming there's been a setup by Drake. That's why he's trying to goad him and bait him in the middle of it. I think Kendrick, when they did tape like that, he knew what was going to happen. I believe it's a setup on his end, whether it works fully effective or not. Because even when people were like Drake, like Kendrick is behind on the ropes because he dropped 2 tracks, it's like Kendrick did just enough without going too deep. Where now the
You
only
made
way
2
Drake can
whole
come back is
songs?
he has to go low. Which means Drake is kind of on the defense now, even though it seemed like he was on the offense. This is my personal opinion.
I agree.
Which means if Drake goes crazy, then Kendrick can come back.
Now
right
he
after
can
his
take
crazy.
the gloves
That's how I
off.
view it. I feel like the setup has been Kendrick the whole time.
Yeah.
Because why would you Drake like that after all this time? We all were like, what? Where
It was
that come
random.
from?
It was
Like, he
mad
could have been
random.
just spitting
I did
on-
not
yeah.
anticipate hearing Kendrick.
And
on
he
a
said that
Future joint.
you're like, it's no point in calculating you. Like, your moves are like,
Mm-hmm.
I see I'm 4 moves ahead of you. You feel me? I already know what
We
you
gonna
about to
see
do.
though.
But in Drake's defense, he might be the first person that can dodge this, bro. He's an actor. He really can just go
He
back
could.
into like, I'm an R&B singer, like, and just get back in his song bag, and he gonna sing a
he
song that
could-
everybody like, and then they gonna forget about it. But he not gonna out rap.
He could, he could literally
He gonna
be
try.
one of the only
He gonna
people that
try.
just
I mean,
ignore the issue.
gonna try.
I mean, I'm
and
not
just
trying
survive
to
through
you
it.
know what I'm like that, but if it's alleged and there's been some things to prove some factual stuff, especially when you're that big of an artist, like him and the team are going to put together bars, man. Like they're going to work.
Yeah.
That's why the 20 V's, that ain't 20 verse 1 is me versus all you rap,
Yeah,
all you
Yeah,
writers, yo.
it's like 4
and I
writing
slap each one of
credits
y'all
on
individually.
push-ups on Spotify.
I didn't know.
One
that.
of the funniest joints to me though was when he was like, he's like you told my playing tough. He said I'll bring Puff back, yo. That joint
Yeah.
had me
Oh,
dying.
yeah. He was
trying to see
Allegedly,
if
yo.
Chubbs was gonna do
Chubbs
it.
This is
is supposed
alleged.
to
No, I
have
was gonna
the-
get to that next thing. Allegedly, yo, Puff hit him. This is what I heard a while back. Puff hit him so hard, like he hit a car, yo, and like tumbled, yo, like.
Oh, damn it.
That's,
And
that's what I
Chubbs
heard
did not
years
do
back, yo.
anything.
Like,
Puff
bro.
was wild though. You remember he attacked that coach at UCLA.
yeah.
With the weights.
Allegedly, these are all
kettlebell.
allegations. Puff is going
He
to
had
a
a
lot of
kettlebell,
allegations.
yo, 30-pound kettlebell, swinging that thing. I don't know if it was
That's
30.
wild.
It just sound more vicious if
that's
you
not
said
wild.
30-pound kettlebell. That sound like some anime.
Let me not put that on him. He got a lot going on right now, Puff. My bad.
don't
Yeah,
need-
allegedly,
Johnny.
that never happened.
That was too much.
That was all
too much.
fictional.
But I do, yo, the Chubb. I don't know why, yo. Between a Sexy Red and a low key bar, like the Chubbs bar, I don't know why I played
what
those
was-
back a bunch
what
of
was
times.
yours?
Oh,
I forgot that.
I thought you had
started
so
the question.
it was the well, like I said, I like the idea of the title, but I had did some research about some of the things he said, and in the part where he's mocking the Toronto area, he the Crody, he says he's going to be at New Ho King, just eating with his pistol. You
Yeah,
feel me,
just
chilling.
wait.
So in 2009, Drake got robbed at gunpoint. He got set up by a chick. They robbed him, took his stuff. Allegedly, the rapper who had part in that is a rapper named Sizzlack, right? So Sizzlack is a Canadian dude. He goes in front of that restaurant, New Ho King, and drops a track basically dissing all the other Canadian rappers at the time.
Damn.
So he got killed in front of that restaurant. You feel me? Drake now, years later, is clicked up with the dude who allegedly killed him. The dude by the name of Pressa.
I don't know anything. All alleged.
But so long story short,
This is
Kendrick
just
is
wild.
like saying, "Yo, I'm where you're from. I'm in this spot. Like I'm here with my pistol. You feel me? Come get me." But like to anybody else, if you don't know what any of those places are, if you don't look that up, it's like he's talking about the gang cult, how the Toronto people are mocking the United States gang culture, and they try to be hard, and y'all say Crody. Drake's cat is named Crody. You feel me? Like that whole section where he mocked like Toronto, to me is like one of the hardest parts, because it's like that's the shit that's gonna eat Drake up, because he knows exactly what he's talking about. He's like, damn, this nigga did his research. Like that's the part that's gonna piss him off to me. Like he's heard all the other the stuff like, oh, I don't think you like chicks, like you be wild and you be twerking with Sexy Red and shit. Like that's funny to the masses, but the shit where he like knows he's gonna look him in his eye and like that's gonna hit him the most, that's where Kendrick really went crazy for me. Like
No, he hit every. I feel like he was just throwing like in a boxing match, like if you sparring and you weigh better, he was just throwing really hard jabs. He's like, I'm not trying to hurt you right now, but I can hurt you.
You say he's throwing the power jab.
Yeah, it was like them hard like
when you-
Body jabs.
It's when you
You know what they
box-
do, that
straight right.
lunge and
It's
body
when, it's
jab
when your
joints?
strong hand is your right hand, but you box southpaw.
yeah, just to chill.
you
He's
just-
like, I don't want to come with this power right now.
Just hit a nigga in the sternum area.
Yeah, because because the craziest thing about that diss is he was coasting on it, bro. He was chilling. I'm like, how can you make it this interesting and say every bar means something, bro?
yeah, he did not waste a bar. on
Yeah,
that.
it's like,
That's
damn.
great.
And for a
That's great.
6
For
minute
6 minutes?
song, yeah.
It
That's-
goes by quick though. I was talking about this with Desi before we came in.
The
here.
beat changes were very smart.
It's what, yeah. I think
about to
that's
say,
what makes it
that's
feel
why
like it goes by so
It's
fast.
three-
It
it's
feels like it's 3
excellent
songs.
production.
It's not just like, oh, one beat, one,
That's so
you know.
But it also
two
goes like
verses.
that, and that's what we talk about, like artistry and stuff like that. It's a crescendo. He's literally like, so with the beat, all the way to like, all right, even midway through that second beat flip, and he like, all right, before he say let's play part, you can hit his voices one way, and he go let's play. He dropped his voice. I'm just being honest, and it's getting a little technical. He dropped his voice another octave, in a sense of like, all right, let's play now.
Yeah.
And then he start rapping in another
More
tone. Like
menacing,
people don't
yeah.
understand why there are tone flips in the song and voice inflection, and like he just abused it a different way, man. He abused the rap
he
game a
definitely
different way,
did go
man.
crazy.
Yeah. And
And he started snapping at that point.
And the song keeps, the
Disrespect.
beats keep escalating
Yeah.
and keeps escalating, and then it drops again, and then it escalates. Like it's really like it's like a piece of artwork. Like it's hard. Like the reason, salute to us, man. I think we've been doing a good job, man. We've been giving credit to everybody. We like all the
Yeah.
songs that came
Yeah.
out, right? We gave everybody
Yeah,
credit.
I said before this, Drake had the best disc out of everybody.
'Cause to me-
out of all the discs right
To
now.
me, the corniest joint is when people can't give credit. Like all of the songs were good.
I'm waiting to see
Yeah.
what Drake do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we waiting to see. I mean, I
Gotta see what he
personally
do.
think this is the best out of the diss songs.
yeah, for sure.
Like it's the best one out of it. If you want to, because people like to do this score thing, it's all subjective. But like honestly, the people I just feel like on the payroll seem like I don't see how you can have Drizzy up right now
It's
if you want to
2-1.
do that, because
It's
it's just like
2-1 to me.
Listen, Like That came out. The song is it still number one?
Yeah.
It's up there.
We can't pick and choose certain
ignited
stuff.
the
1 minute y'all talk
war.
about how well he charts and he outside and people play this in the club. Well, people playing that. And
Nobody's
for
playing
people who are
push-ups
not
in
really
the club
outside, but they
right
talk about outside. Like I'm not super outside. I think you are outside just enough. You kind of like me.
I can
Like,
hear.
you do stuff. You're not bogged down. And plus, I have kids also help. I'm being honest. Like so, you go to stuff here and there. I don't know if you've heard it, but I do like I don't want to mention all this stuff, but I do certain things where I got to be in atmospheres with different type of age demographics.
Yeah.
DJs or people who run music are purposely playing the songs back to back. I'm gonna tell you something. It ain't close. I don't know what this one's gonna do, but that Like That when it come on and they be purposely playing push-ups and all that, it's not hitting the same, yo.
We
So
already
if the
got
numbers
number
game is
one
being
on
played,
Apple
he's not
Music
winning the
for
numbers game. Apparently
joint.
this joint is running up the numbers right now for a diss track. I'm just like,
It is.
It was
I'm
very
trying to
smart for
see.
him to drop on a random Tuesday.
Yeah, that was-
beautiful.
And
Yeah,
I
the
like that
expectation.
he put it out himself. There was no like, is this him? Is it not?
Yeah.
No, this is on my YouTube, my Twitter, my profile. This
Yeah,
is
exactly.
pinned to my Spotify page. Like
and that's
this is
another
me.
thing. He's playing the game right now. It's just my personal opinion, because one of the things was, they trying to. You see all the people that are coming out with the capes and stuff. Oh, he's trying to build up an album, and he trying to do this, and they all expect it all strategically, which means they strategically feel like he would drop a song on a Thursday night to lead into an album. So him dropping it on a Tuesday morning,
Just fuck everything up.
like people not expecting that. I'm like, yo, so.
Disrupted things.
Exactly. That's what I'm like. It's a lot of games being played. A lot of
That's
people
smart.
think we know what somebody's gonna do and everything. But listen, Drake is Drake. They gonna go back in there. They gonna work. He claims
Drake
he got.
Drake
He claims
send
he
your
knows
way
stuff.
out of
He said he knows things. So we
He
gonna see
not
this one.
gotta
he
rap.
can't.
Send
what
your way
can-
out of
You
it,
gotta
bro.
rap.
My
Can't
biggest
sing
thing out of the whole thing is I just want them to drop albums after all of this.
True.
That are fire.
Nah,
If we
Drake
don't
Drake
get
gonna
fire
drop something with a
projects, then
hard
it's kinda-
beat and sing
Drake
on
got-
it, bro.
He can't sing. He can't.
like,
He
I
can't
don't
If
know
he
sing.
why
calls
they
it high
hating.
Whitney,
Sing battles.
he
I
gonna
don't know
get
why
himself
they
Pusha T
hating on
together.
That's leading
People
right
gonna
into
love
the sexy red claims that he was getting. There's no way.
I already seen when he was with
telling you.
Nicki on stage yesterday, and people
Yeah.
was like, "Yo, that Kendrick line hitting harder
Yeah.
by the day, yo."
Believe
It was
me,
like, "I
two
see
bad
two on stage right now."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like he's shifting
hurting
people's.
feelings,
He's
bro.
putting thoughts in people's heads.
I never
and,
really
like,
even
really
looked
making
at
you
the
think about it.
N-word thing with Drake like that as a big thing, and I'm sure it's not huge, but the way
Why you
Kendrick
gotta
said
think
it
about
on
it,
that
though?
beat and how he was delivering it
Nah,
was hard.
It makes
It's
you
also
feel
you've been
kind of
watching
weird
too.
about
It's
it.
But you gotta think, he
because
was
that
on-
video. Hold on, real quick. It's because that video came out with Drake using the hard ER. Yo, that's why, yo.
And bro
it's
was
not an
on
accident,
Degrassi.
yo.
He didn't come up around us, yo. Like, let's be
But
honest,
and
yo.
that's why are you now taking that black culture so much? and
Money
making that-
involved.
It
But
is
I'm not
money
going to
involved.
cook him
It's the
too much on
braids,
that because yes, he was raised in Canada and all of that, and I get it. And Kendrick, and there's a right to claim like, yo, you're not from here, but you taking the culture. But his dad is black. He from Memphis, yo. Like,
Yeah.
so I mean, he got a black father, yo. Like,
I get that, but like, how are you now suddenly like a mob boss? Like,
No, I'm not. Well, it's not even so much that. It's more so they just talking about that you siphoning culture, and it's like even though your pops is black, like he's black, like he's not. I know what they
It's the
doing,
plight of the black.
But-
but he is black.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's more of a
yeah.
cultural thing. It's
the
like,
plight of
Doug,
the biracial.
you from Canada, yo.
like nobody has
Like,
ever said that
and no
about J.
disrespect to
Cole,
Canada,
but
it's
people
not-
say that about Logic, and they're both half black, but one leans more into that black side and is believable, and the other is coming from the
Something
other
about
side.
Logic, though.
That's why Ross also.
Something just
It's
rubbed me
something about
wrong.
Logic, yeah. He too far on one side,
It's
but
like, why do you lean
but
in?
That's
yeah,
why
like-
Ross was like basically
Yeah, he not
you
my
was
cup of
you
tea.
was on the up and up when you needed, even though you became who you are, you was on the up and up when you needed certain features from certain guys to give you credibility.
yeah, because
like it's been a play on that for a little minute
he was
now.
Ross was helping him out on a lot of those Maybach music records because of where Drake was
Drake,
in his career.
like Drake
Now
was
it's
on it and
easy
helped
to
out, but
say.
they were beneficial to both parties.
For sure.
Like you needed something from me that you couldn't get without me, and I needed something from you. Like that's how it works. So when people be like, "Oh, you only had hits because of me," which is false because he already had like Push It to the Limit. He had hits before that. And without him during that whole run, like you gotta think about Triller was out before that too. Port
Way
Miami.
before
Like,
his
it
first
wasn't-
album
wasn't
came
the-
out,
Like,
like-
come on.
Ross was nice.
But Ross was already doing Ross, yeah, I mean, and then of course he chopped that Teflon and
You just gotta lie on the bars though, hardcore
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that sometimes. You just
Yeah,
gotta
you gotta
sprinkle in
sauce
there,
the
just
bars
exaggerate.
up.
Say this nigga ain't never had no classics. So it's like, you mean that's how Kendrick did it. I mean, you just gotta do that.
Oh, that's mad funny, yo. But yeah, give us some great albums, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever comes.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
You think Drake
Maybe
drops
this is
this
the new
weekend
way
or
to
something?
sell albums
should.
on
You
a
think he
on a
goes hard
classic
he
swing
was
level.
like
the one
that?
pushing the time clock thing, so he should.
It would look.
I didn't like
crazy
what
if
he did
did.
with his story where he played that clip from that movie.
10 things
we
I
need
hate
the
about
bars
you.
now. We're not trying to hear
It's
them.
corn. Yeah, that
There's
was
certain
corny.
artists you can't
I don't
do
like
that
it.
with, man.
I
You
don't
can't
like
do it with Kendrick.
Because that's
yo.
like one of my favorite parts when he says he hates all the things that he hates about you. I like
This
that
is
part.
mad
That's one of my
funny.
favorite
Yeah,
parts.
you can't joke on like a hard part of the song,
It's tough.
and there's no weak parts of the song really. So it's not
At
like
all.
he's
The
the,
only
king
part
of
that-
throwing the little like corny Instagram comments or he
The
turned
only-
his comments off after the diss dropped because people was going crazy. Like that's
Yeah,
something
he probably-
Well, he always
should.
turns his comments are controlled.
They're limited, yeah,
Yeah.
but he turned them off completely
Completely?
at a certain point
Oh, see, I
because
don't be- I don't
people,
be paying
but
attention
people
like
were mentioning him on, they were adding him on like every like thing, so he turned off the ability to tag him for amount of time after it dropped because people were just tagging him crazy in posts about the diss. So that you were like that dropping at 824, like that shook things up for him.
Yeah,
like,
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, but he looked a little. He just did. But from the clips I seen of him with the Nicki show, he looked a little out of it.
a little
man.
stress.
Come on, man.
He looked a little with the nail polish and everything.
gotta
He just was
think.
looking a little
Because that's
stressed
it.
last night.
He been up all night just listening
and
to
he
that,
called
like-
out the truth, yo.
Yo, told
Like,
you can't. He said you can't get that. You can't get the swag. What he said, something like that. Thanks
for hanging out with Lil Yachty.
With Lil Yachty, yo.
Oh man, he didn't care who he was hanging with.
Because he
bro.
latches on to whoever's hot. And
But I wanted to
popular
get
at
back
the
to that
moment.
Chubbs bar because he was name dropped and because Chubbs is the main one. Lil Boy dropped out. That's Mr.
Yeah, I remember.
Mr. Gangster allegedly out of. I don't know these dudes
Listen,
personally,
man,
but
he's up
he the
there,
one.
Crody.
I crash. I'll do this, do that.
If Chubbs
Draco
has on the
referred to him as
Chanel
the real
side
one.
bag, you
But
don't wanna see
I
him
want to see if he
inside.
crash out. You feel me? Like. That's what we was talking about. I think we might have talked about it off. We might have talked about it on the pod when we did the last show. But like Kendrick not phased. He's from gangland. Like I'm not glorifying that at all. But if you're raised in a certain environment, like you're not worried. Like
I'm not
that's
scared,
He's from
though.
Compton. Like he's.
That's
not,
why he was saying
that
those,
don't
like,
shake
even
him up.
some of the terms
That's like
he
a
was
dude
using.
that been to prison.
Like, bro, you was
multiple
an
times.
actor.
And
I
he might
I
talk
was
about when
in-
they
I was
do
in
somebody
Compton,
just like,
bro.
dog, I didn't like.
There's a
he
lot
not
of
worried
terms
about
he was
that.
using that was
Yo
beautiful.
said, have you ever walked down on
Yeah,
somebody
walk-
and
the
looked
walk
and then
down?
he said like I failed at it, but I'm
With the
still
poker
here.
face?
Like you ain't even attempted.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you never did that.
Also,
You're not
like
from
the
that.
first bar when I came in here, I like how he was like, because Drake talked about splits and this and that, and he got big deal. I think Kendrick also talking about it don't matter about how much money necessarily, whether you have or have more, not more money than me. Because some people are like, well, he still got more money, but he's like, if Kendrick is, because I seen credits where it was showing in label stuff, it was showing Kendrick name on like everything, and licenses to people, which means
It says Kendrick
he owns
Lamar
his stuff.
under an
Yeah.
exclusive
He was like,
license
you
under
signed to
their
it.
scope.
That signed to it. That's he signed to that man.
Yeah.
Basically, like I thought that bar was. I was like,
you got a
Like
lot of
he
trickle-
has
you got a lot of
OVO.
trickling down.
OVO
But
is under.
you gotta be
know,
working.
Epic
So
versions
I don't know these
under
people's
this,
deals.
who's
I
under
don't know,
this.
but
It's not.
people ain't saying stuff by accident. Show I don't think, yo. And
He's-
if it is a little embellished, it's still hilarious to me.
He's very cerebral about it. Like I don't think Drake has encountered somebody who's as this like.
Yeah, Drake is cerebral himself, man. That's why it's gonna whatever he comes back with. I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, it's trash, like that's predetermined. He might come back with something crazy.
What was your boy that
If he
used to rap
says
with
like,
PS5
oh, you cheated
controller?
on your wife,
Yo.
I'm gonna be like, okay.
When he said the Pusha
what's
T, he sound
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
son that used to rap with the
Yeah,
PS5
yeah, with
controller.
The
Yeah,
PS5
that is
controller.
hilarious.
They used to hit the
Oh,
freestyle.
Xavier, he was like pulling out the PS5 controller out the hips.
I want to see you push your T.
Yo,
You
that's
better
so
think
funny.
about that before you say you better
Oh,
double
man.
back on
Inherit
that
the
before you think
beef.
about pushing me. I say,
Yeah.
yo,
The Pusha T pushing me is crazy.
Yo, the Terrence
Pause.
Thornton, them Terrence Crawford.
And then he
With
wished
me.
this man success. He like, I still want to see you win. It's everything
man,
blessed
I
from
love
my
it.
side.
Just
Like
my hands waving in the club.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
Nah,
I don't
threatening
need
that
you
man
threatening
saying,
me anymore.
Just keep making dance music and it won't be no issue.
That's it.
Yo.
That's all I need you to do, though.
I even like
Yo,
the little
tell him to
boogeyman
shut up
sound at
and
the
rap.
end.
What do you say? I like the Drake with the melodies, not Drake being tough or something
Yeah.
like that. I'm like,
I'm not
bro.
feeling the tough Drake, bro. I'm not
Dang,
feeling the
bro.
tough Drake. I like the
He said
tough-
we're not.
tough
Basically,
Drake.
his whole thing
Marvin's
is we're
room
not
don't
buying
even
it.
hit the same.
Yeah, nobody's
And
buying
that's
that
why he
shit.
said he's the Wiz. That's why he's been saying he's the Wiz.
I'm not
In
gonna
the
lie
beginning
though.
of
I
the
still,
song, like I know there's people who caught it now, but there's a lot of people who didn't catch it. And then when people was saying it's from that, I guess it's people who still didn't watch that movie. Like, dog, he's saying, yo, you phony, yo, like, yeah, I mean, you the Wiz, my guy. Like you controlling all of the colors and the stuff outside to control the people to make you believe
back
something.
there.
But when we get up there, you really just a guy up
Saw
there that
smoke and mirrors,
shook
bro.
smoke and mirrors
Yeah.
that couldn't make it somewhere. Like you watched him, he couldn't make it here.
So he made his
he
own
came
place.
here and created his own thing, and had everybody believing that they were this when really it was that. And after when you watch that movie, Richard Pryor's character Wiz, he'd be like, "Yo, can I roll with y'all, man? Like I'm really not that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to roll with y'all. I was just I'm lost. Because he started. Did he cry and all that type
Yeah,
of stuff?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I can't remember it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
he
it's
did
crazy
start
though.
crying.
Yeah.
Classical.
Nah, dang, bro. You broke it down even more. You hurt Drake.
The
feelings
science,
even more
bro.
now.
See,
The
because
science
I didn't
was
do
done.
the whole rewind stuff and that after that. But when somebody did it, I knew exactly what I knew. I didn't even have to get a.
I
'cause I
listened
see
to
people
that joint.
breaking
That's
it down
deep,
after,
deep
but I knew it
times,
was
dog.
immediately, yo.
I catch something new every time. It's
Don't
beautiful.
tell
I
no
like
lies
listening to
about me. I won't tell no truths about you. Like
Yeah.
that's yo.
Yeah.
I felt bad. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, Drake. Imagine being like that person, right? And you just like somebody like, yo, he just dropped the disc. Yo, hold it. All right, let's listen to it. And you just sitting there like,
I think I lose it if he gets once he gets to the sun talking part. I
yeah,
might
he
lose
probably
it.
slapped
I
something
gotta
off the
turn it
table
off.
and was
I
like,
told
I gotta turn
yo,
this off, yo. He's
when
not talking about
somebody
me like
tells
that.
somebody that
I raised my
son,
son
you
well.
don't
You
know
see the
about that.
pictures I post on Instagram. Stop playing, Ken.
yo, and people was really defending that. Like, yo, he's a great dad. We always see him on Instagram
On the
with
gram.
his son.
Yeah, we don't know.
That's
That
like
does
I don't
not-
know.
6
I don't know.
second.
I like that Kendrick joint too. He said, "You the only one that like being famous." Like,
Yeah.
because some people think everybody that's in like an entertainment field
Loves that
wants to
feeling
be
of
in
fame.
in the light all the time. And I'm sure to an extent, Kendrick, because when you do it and you do it for the masses, you do want some of that. So it's not like he's completely void of it. That would be cap.
Yeah.
But some people don't like the everyday part of it like other people. Some
You
people,
don't see Kendrick out like
that's
that.
why Kanye,
all.
we cook Kanye a little bit. That's Kanye had to happen because he needed to be the center of attention at all times.
Yeah, like, he didn't need to
some people
jump
don't
in
care
it.
about that.
He
Some
was
people like, I
losing
wanna
it
do
too,
this.
bro. He had to do something.
Yeah, just get this bag.
Kendrick
and
it seemed like he like to
creative.
drop his projects
And then disappear.
go on tour, have fun, try to deliver this message that whatever message he's trying to deliver, whether you agree with like it, whatever. He enjoyed it for that moment. He like to go back, yo.
And
True
he disappeared
artist. Yeah,
off
like to
to
go
the
back,
caves.
man, like-
Yeah,
just
he's an
chilling with
artist.
his
He's not
family.
looking for the entertainment portion of it as much.
Because
It's
he could be
more
doing way
for the
more
art.
interviews. He could have 1,000 commercials. You know, the critics love him.
Oh yeah.
He could be doing all type of crazy
And
stuff.
just
People
wanna
was
be at
pulling up
home
the
teaching
pictures
his son
of
morals
him in
and,
like
you know.
GQ and stuff when he
Nah,
was in his
that's
younger
tough.
career, and you could see the awkwardness on how he looked in some of those photos. That wasn't him. That wasn't his bag. He had to get out of that.
Think about it too.
It's the growing pains, bro.
Bro, mad smart.
How many times have you seen Kendrick on TMZ or The Shade?
Never.
Ever.
Think about it.
Stay
yo,
out the
like,
way, yo, and that's
I
how
think
that
he
has
likes
to
it
be.
that way.
Stay
yo.
up out the way.
I think when
Like,
That's got to be
We
like
never
such
see
a
him
beautiful
like that,
feeling
yo.
to
he's a
just
wise individual.
he just get like he talk about like not having a phone for months. Like who does that? You feel me? Other than somebody who really values their peace and life more than how many likes you getting on the gram. Like that's two fundamentally different people. And I feel like Drake being who he is, he can't out-real Kendrick. Like
Yeah.
you can say, "Oh, I get more money, I get more chicks, whatever," but he can't out-real nigga Kendrick, and that's gonna be his downfall.
His
like,
saving grace is to sing his way out of it
Can't
and
sing
make
his way
something
out of
that's
this.
cool
Stop
for
doing that.
that.
That'll kill him.
if he
Bro,
gonna
That'll
I'm
sing,
telling you, they're
bad.
gonna allow him to make an excuse. It's gonna be a light disc on there, and he's gonna sing a hook on like a kind of. You remember how you used to have like rap
He's
beats?
never done that in a rap.
Then jump
battle.
on
at
there.
the end of the day,
You can't do that. In a
Neither
rap
the closest somebody came to that was Kendrick doing the soul joint in the front, poetry joint in the front. But the only and that's kind of in his bag anyway.
Yeah,
It was perfect setup.
Yeah, that was definitely.
But
like,
the reason I always feel
album
like everybody's
track.
like a winner, loser, like at the end of the day, yo, these two dudes is too well established. They too far down the line.
Very nice.
And this isn't like the 90s or the early 2000s. I don't think neither one of these dudes can end each other. At the end of the day,
Nah.
neither one of them are going to lose. They're going to make a bunch of money off of this.
Yeah.
The only way is, like you were alluding to, and that's what I was believing always from the jump, is somebody really say or really has some wilder that can basically put somebody in the can.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all. If
That's
somebody
like
willing to
some
go
Diddy,
there,
called-
I
some
don't
called
Diddy
in the
level
I don't know if
stuff.
I'm
Like,
we're willing to go there. So if that's not going to happen, nobody's going to get ended. Yo, we've heard, like I said, we've talked about all these songs. We like all of them.
Yeah.
So far.
Just keep making the
It's
songs.
good
But
for
you got
music.
people out here, and a good amount for each side. When one drop one, it don't matter what they say. They're going to say it's whack. And it don't matter what the other person say. They're going to say that their guy's joint was the greatest part. So it doesn't
point.
matter.
Stand-
Hey,
stand
call them out,
culture.
bro. What
Stand
was
culture.
they talking about,
I wasn't even
bro?
just talking about dumb,
But that was a good job, though. That was a great segue
Yeah, like-
because
like-
it was a few guys that really upset me, and I really look up to some. Like I'm not look up, but I like
appreciate what they
Cam and Mason. Them, I enjoy their
man.
show.
That's my guys.
I enjoy
like
that
their
show a
show.
lot.
I can't believe.
And
that.
listen, I'm not gonna bash their opinion as artists because when you listen to it, they were like it didn't come fast enough. The diss track.
They fed into the
me
time thing.
personally, I don't buy that time bar
At all.
joint. But what I will say is, I mentioned this earlier. People like, oh yeah, see, listen, some of them. It's some people who, it's both sides to the whole thing. But the people that were like on their side were like, see, these are MCs. Even though you can find MCs that like the diss track,
Yeah.
but they're gonna choose what they're gonna choose. MCs. Right here, and we all like Cam and Mace. They both could rap, two of the greatest. We all love
Facts.
them.
Yeah.
No,
but
non-denial.
like they said, blah blah blah. It ain't even like that. It ain't hitting like that. And I was just like, I'm like, y'all failing to realize, like Drake is de facto Dipset. Like they got
They
pictures.
not gonna say
him wearing the
anything
jacket.
against him.
Like that's why we talk about the payroll. He might
Got
not
him
be
a check.
directly on the payroll, but like he wearing the pink fur. They
He
just
had
brought
the
out
pink fur on.
It
Jim
doesn't
Jones
behoove
in
them to
Harlem
go
at the
against him.
Apollo.
At
Like,
all.
people don't be remembering all this stuff. They get tunnel vision and don't put the whole pieces to the puzzle.
Hmm.
If they cool, like
They not gonna
Cam
say
not about to
this is
bash him,
trash.
yo.
They can't.
Like,
Nobody is gonna say
he's
that.
not
They
about,
can't.
Especially because Drake showed love.
He had to say something
He
because it
showed
was
love,
such a
so they
big
not about to
topic.
bash him, yo. Like they clearly got somewhat of a rapport.
He brought
So I'm
us
like,
out
when
of the
people look at
Apollo.
total
We have
picture,
to,
it's like, see,
say
it's
this
like,
this was trash.
Come on,
It
man.
makes sense in the entertainment.
And then the
industry.
whole it's corn. I'm like, stop.
I did
it,
not
yo.
like what Gilly
I know
had to
people
say,
that don't
man.
even like Kendrick
Gilly
like that.
lost
Like,
me
it's
with
not
that
corny,
one.
yo.
I'm
It's
not
good.
Gilly
It's a
is
good
Gilly's
diss.
an
Like,
old head that seems like he just still stuck in wanting to have that hood mentality, and it could just be more of his shtick now. But he has some like moments, but then he'll just say something like that, like 40 something
But
years
But
old.
also,
said
I feel
earlier,
like
people looking
people
for the
say
interviews.
people
They
say
looking
stuff
for the
now.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's not
he's
gonna get that Drake
clearly
interview.
looking
Yeah,
for the
he
Drake
looking,
interview.
he be
Better.
chilling, bro.
And also,
Come on.
also,
Leave
Kendrick
that man
also
alone.
alluded to something as well. It may or may not be because of that, but if you link it, it could possibly be. He be like, I know y'all don't like West Coast, so I'm gonna double down on it.
Yeah.
And there's still always that we from here and y'all from there thing. It's not like in the 90s when they were outright verbal, but it still be that little bit of y'all over there doing that and we over here doing that. Y'all not the same. Like,
There's regional.
Yeah,
vibes.
Yeah,
East Coast
yeah.
rap
So he
is
like
taking over.
East
West Coast is taking
South,
over.
everything. They got
Yeah.
those regions.
It's a
have
very
a-
regional thing.
they said
You're
all the
right.
West Coast rappers and stuff, for the most part, like they over there. They said I've heard the
Celebrating.
West Coast
He
is
said
over
he's
there
a
like,
king.
yeah, he went in on the boy, yo.
I seen J
So-
Rock and all them.
Well, yeah, you know he
Yo.
going. J-Rock
Yeah.
funny, man. He's hilarious,
And-
yo.
I ain't see what J Rock said. What he say?
He on Kendrick's side. That's it. I leave it at. I don't know if I can repeat it.
That's it. They
I don't know if I can
It
repeat
don't
it.
matter
Yeah.
if they not signed at the same label or not. Man.
Yeah, I
Yo,
feel
that's my
like
man's from back
They
in the
calling
day.
him the king though. They
yeah,
calling him
he
the king.
definitely. I think Drake kind of thought, oh, he not with TDE anymore. They not riding with him. Like they came up
He said
together.
top- he
Like no
mentioned
matter
top-
where
They
they
grew
are.
up around the same way, yo. Like, yeah, we know each
like
other.
if you listen to Duckworth, like how he joined Top Dog, like that whole, they not gonna fall out
Duckworth
just
one of
because
the
he's
best
going to get
storytelling
his money
In the
elsewhere.
album on
You-
history.
Yeah,
That
I think.
song, that,
He's
crazy.
I
cold,
think
bro.
Drake has vastly underestimated his opponent. I think that Drake, how people view him online is one of the most important things to him. So he feels like as long as I have the people on my side, majority rules, I'm the best. I could say whatever as long as people still say I'm the best, I'm the best. But now it's turning against him for the first time. It seems like people are genuinely like, yo, like you losing, like get up, like what's going on? And he's feeling pressure, like you said, for one of the first times in his career.
Yeah, I
he
think
has
he's-
Pusha T
to.
had him on the.
I
on
think
the
he's just
ropes
been
a
waiting
little
on this moment. Regardless, I think he's prepared as best as he thinks he's prepared. And at the end of the day, you're not going to know until you get in the ring with somebody. What I will say for Kendrick, this being his first. Think about this.
Real.
This is really his first real. He's thrown these joints out. And people
Jabs.
came at him, but he hasn't had a back
A
and
full
forth
on
with somebody.
track too.
This is his first one. He's doing a heck of a job so far. Yo, like
Everybody else apologized before anything could get started.
Even Rick
Everybody.
Ross told him, told Drizzy to go out. Just don't even do that.
But
Yeah,
like you
it's not
said,
like-
You think he's gonna remove his
Right, boy.
fake abs and start working out?
well, I feel
at the,
That might be lethal. I don't
at the
know
end of
if
the
that's-
day, both of them are doing what they doing for their core bases.
yeah.
With their core bases, I think if Kendrick could top this whole thing, if he put another diss out after Drake try to really slap him up and put one out that's mad hard, and then he drop an album that's fire, then he just gonna win. It's just gonna be like
He won.
Whether not even he beat him that type of. He's just gonna win overall. It'll be a
won.
He's
huge
gonna be
year
number
for him.
one. It's gonna be
Mad
undeniable.
Record's doing crazy. Album will go crazy. More eyeballs on his album. I guarantee you, this album is going to sell more than the last album.
Yeah.
It's a whole play. It's just gonna be better in the long run.
Good
Shoot.
Kid, Mad City is the
Future
longest
is
charting
Future one
hip hop album.
so far.
Bro,
A
that
lot. No,
album
he
is
did
still
was
amazing.
help him drop the one joint, name the whole album after and all of that. But he had 2 #1 albums in like a month.
He did.
Like Future was like everybody gonna win off the situation monetarily as long as they keep it on wax, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, just keep it like that.
And what he said on Control is crazy how one verse can fuck up the game. And he literally did that again with Like That. And now
Yeah,
look
it
where
literally
we
flipped
at.
the
Off of
locks.
one verse. I made you drop 2 songs off of one verse.
Forget that. Everybody started having beef too, yo.
Facts. He just
Bro,
ignited beef war.
And that's how you know he the one, because who else is gonna just be like just out the blue, just stir it up like that? Like, yeah, I'm tired of chilling. Like, I'm about to let them
Long
know.
reel.
What's also funny too is
50 cal
I wonder where they
headshot.
thinking he was really, really, really good. Because Kendrick has been known to drop a joint and then leave. Drop a joint. And then
Digest
leave.
that.
He didn't
I'll
leave
be
this
back.
time, and he was extremely direct this time. So for everybody involved, including Drake, we've never seen this next stage. So it's new for everybody across the board. We've never seen Kendrick get this directly like that, 2 songs, and then come back
with
like,
an entire song
he's come
dedicated
back
to
with
you.
a track that's crazy. So it's just like it's gonna be interesting. You know what I mean? Like I said, just keep it on wax. And, you know,
if it get too hairy, you think he gonna try to pull like what he did with Pusha T and
you mean with
I don't want to say his name,
fingers,
the boogie. Yeah,
pointing fingers is gonna come out.
You know what I mean?
It's all possible. I don't know, man.
I was gonna say
pointing
something.
fingers is hilarious.
If
Call
that
it.
happens, that can change the tide of a lot of stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
I just want to see if that happens.
The core Cape dwellers are never gonna leave. And when I say Cape dwellers, everybody has them. Kendrick got them. Like he'd be like, dog. Like I rock with Kendrick heavy, but like the last album, I was like, it's a great album. It's an excellent album as far as an art piece. But I'm like, dog,
It's not.
I don't want another therapy album anymore. Let's just get some bars and some good like. Nobody want to be sad every time. And it wasn't like all his albums like that, but he gave us out of like the last 4, the main 4, like 2 of them were therapy albums.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
his
that's
bag,
cool.
yo.
And I'm not mad if you give a therapy album. Just don't drop a therapy album and then don't come out for another 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's what you left us with for 4 or 5 years. Come on, you're too good of an artist. We want to see you outside. Like, we want to see you more. Do you
I
perform
feel
your art?
like
and that's a selfish
kinda,
thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's selfish.
It is a
as
selfish
hell of
thing,
us,
but it's
'cause,
like it's a fair. You want more.
Yeah, it's like
you
if
know
you're
what I
the
mean?
#1 hooper, we want to see you hoop.
Exactly.
Like,
if
we
you're
don't
want
wanna
to
just-
boxer. We want to see you box 2-3 times a
Exactly,
year. What's wrong with that,
exactly.
yo?
Get out there and
Or if you're gonna only do it 2 times a year, give us 2 big fights. You don't gotta fight 3 times. Yeah, I mean, you capable of giving us 2 big fights a year. That's all we saying. So, yeah,
This is the
that's-
best thing to happen in hip hop in a while for me personally.
No, it's gonna get everybody back into it.
No, I
Maybe
don't-
what if it's some kind of
Distraction from
play
Diddy.
where they're like, we got to get people back into rap music because like you saw it was like kind of declining last year.
I mean,
Yeah,
now
you
it-
get-
now it's
the
just giving
number
us like
one
a
and the
crazy
number two
crescendo.
that-
They probably call both of them like
They feeding
do
into
something.
it.
Can y'all fight for us
Do
real
something.
quick? And
Yeah.
They
get eyes
definitely
back on
feeding
it?
into it, putting billboards
The
out and
top
shit like that.
dudes,
They,
like, bro, if y'all can
I thought
revive
last
us,
year-
we're gonna make sure you good forever.
a bit of the decline was because remember, like right after the pandemic, like everybody dropped within
Yeah.
like a year and a half span. It's like you can't keep expecting that. And the only reason everybody did it at once is because everybody was essentially
after
on
the
the shelf.
pandemic.
Sitting
for it.
at home
house.
chilling.
Yeah,
like,
it was on the
house,
shelf for a
house.
we
year.
can't tour. We need
So
to make some
you're
music.
gonna have like a natural decline. So I didn't play into like it wasn't like rap music was dying per se. It just was like people was like, all right, we put out bodies of work. Like we gonna take a year, but
they've
this
been
year-
going hard this year though.
Yeah,
It's been
this
some
year is
nice,
going
it's been
hard,
refreshing.
yo.
We actually
That's
got
what
we
I'm
got to
saying.
come up with this 6 months, so we got to do the halfway through
Yeah.
list coming up soon.
Best of the
This
year
might be
type
rap
stuff.
heavy.
Yeah.
You know, my list normally a mix, but
Yeah, you know mine's always.
They're
Rap.
gonna be-
I
it's
think
gonna
I'd
be
be
some other
having
stuff, but
like
this might
1 or
be
2
rap heavy for
R&B,
me.
means on there, and then
Which is good.
it's
Nah,
all
cool.
rap.
But this has been a good year for rap because even with me, I'm always R&B, and I'm like I've been listening to a lot of rap. Like
It's been
so,
good, man.
Yeah,
It's been good to us.
A lot of the women have been killing it lately too. For real.
I'm excited,
Oh, yeah.
man. I'm excited to see
yeah,
what
they
they
be
get
doing.
on.
Tierra Wax album was really good.
I
like
haven't
that.
checked that out. I haven't heard.
Have you ever heard of a girl named Anicia?
Nah, it doesn't. Ring a
She's from
bell.
like Florida. I don't know what. Excuse me, because I know she's kind of gangster. So
You're not pronouncing it right?
I think she's from Atlanta or Florida, but she be like rapping on some like smooth, almost like Babyface Ray bag.
okay.
She be getting features with like Concrete Boys and them, Lil Yachty and them camp. Because like
Oh, I seen her before.
I like
I've seen
the
her.
guy DC2 Trill. Like he be
DC2
going hard.
Trill
So
is
it's
tough.
like.
Concrete Boys is like
They
that's a nice
kind
little
of hard,
collective.
bro. They
like,
kind of hard. They
yeah.
had slept on team, but
Can we do a slight pivot?
yeah.
Yeah, because I think we beat that up. Pause. Canelo Alvarez
Yeah.
about to put the beats on Oscar De La Hoya.
He should have put the mitts on him, yo. He had the sunglasses
You
on,
see
looking
how
like Johnny Cage.
you see how De La Hoya tried to blame it on his mental state.
Yeah.
The future is now, old
He
man.
basically-
We know
Nah, he
that
really
was that
wowed him,
snow,
though,
my
like,
boy.
at-
We
at
built,
the
we
fight,
built
yeah.
Canelo up on the ground. And he basically was saying Canelo was nothing without
Yeah,
this, yo.
tried to
Everything
bring
you
up the
did was under my
PED
name.
joint. Like, yo, that's nasty, yo. I ain't like that.
I'm gonna tell you
It
why
sounded like
I
a
believe
speech when The
Oscar
Rock
did
was
it.
wilding somebody.
And he got it started getting more natural. He really was pouring out his feelings, but he was building it up on purpose because he's trying to build this fight up that nobody cares about. But Canelo a different dude because at first when I was watching like Canelo, they both in it, but I was like, nah, Oscar was pushing him, and I think Canelo just like, dog, I don't like you, yo. Like he got up in his face, but the funniest part is Oscar sat down real fast, yo. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he had to.
Oscar kind of went down and was like, all right, brother, let's just take it easy. Because
That's because if he hit him with a body shot, he would hurt that man, bro. He old now. Pow.
His liver might turn into dust.
The irony of it all is, Oscar got them. He got them. Drake abs, yo. Remember when he?
Oh yeah, he did get the BBL.
You get
So they not real,
Canelo hook with the Drake abs, you're done,
Them
bro.
joints gonna be
yo.
like in a circle.
Be
When
like
he-
fatality. Just tell me, just twist around, yo.
Oh, one of my abs pop.
Yeah, he pull his fist and then just be like a.
On some Naruto, like just leave a circular
Exactly.
like hole in them, like.
I said he just do an exhibition, yo.
Yo, Rich. Zay said, yo, you didn't catch it.
No, I missed
With the-
that.
with
'Cause
the,
this news right
He
here, I
said
don't know
if Canelo hooked Oscar De La Hoya in the stomach with the Drake abs, yo.
It's
Got
gonna
the Drake
like you
abs.
said,
They gonna rupture.
it's
Yo.
gonna completely rupture.
He said his abs.
Yo, you know it's gonna
Crazy.
look like it's with like who was it they gave? Was it Vegeta that gave Majin Buu the joint and it like almost did it go through him?
Gohan hit Boo in the stump,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hit him, and his like arm was out the other
That's the
side of
first
his
thing I'm
body.
thinking of, yo. That's exactly
Fold
what it
them
be,
up,
yo.
bro, immediately.
Yo, that's how
Launch
you
it.
know you got rocked in Dragon Ball Z when they get hit and the hand come out the other side and they be like,
Or the eyes go completely white. It's like, damn, yo, he's
bro,
out.
Gohan did that to
Cook that
Cell
man.
too. He hit that man in the gut and he threw up the android. Yo, how hard do you have to hit somebody to? He absorbed him, like hit him, and dude popped back out. Like, bro, he hit his soul through his.
Crazy.
Just imagine if Goku was a good dad, though. Like, Gohan would have been, like, so ridiculous so early, yo.
People sleep on that, but he wasn't. His where he was from.
Yeah. And if he
I don't
wasn't
even think
getting
that's in
stronger,
their
he would've never
bloodline,
even
yo,
seen-
like
yeah.
to be good dads. You just
Nah,
it's
they
not-
like
it's
raise
not-
you up
yeah,
to be a
you're just
warrior, and then
bro.
like, all right, have fun.
If you're not strong,
That's-
you're gonna die.
But that's why I
It is
respect
what it is.
Vegeta. Vegeta talked trash, but he was riding for his family the whole time while shaking off.
he
I
had.
get it.
See, Mike ain't see
Oh, I ain't see the
Dragon Ball
lately.
Super Broly yet.
Yeah.
Which is
Oh,
still
alright.
You need to see when he was a
Dragon,
kid.
okay.
when they killed everybody on their planet,
who's it?
yo,
Villain.
them as little boys is like they was just like, dang, that's crazy.
That sucks.
Yo, they wasn't even tripping, dog.
His
They was
whole
like-
family, everybody died. He didn't
I was
care.
like, oh
Yeah.
man,
His
wow,
dad,
well,
everybody.
Yeah,
Wow.
his dad was the
Frieza
king,
blew up the
and
whole planet.
Frieza was just like, you know what? I want to take over.
He was like,
now.
damn, they was weak anyway. Yo.
Yeah, that's, yo,
He was like 7.
Wow.
He said, y'all
was
some
like
monkeys
7
and
years
just
old.
blew the whole joint up. Nah, Frieza's low key
Nah, when he
racist,
took
yo.
Frieza to the-
Facts. The monkeys thing gets me every time. Yo.
Yo.
Killing folks.
Yo, I don't know how true this is, man. I don't even know if I want to read it. Yo, it's some alleged stuff with Ryan Garcia.
I don't know unless it's true. Let's not.
PEDs.
Oh, I don't know.
They saying.
Wait, what?
Some sources coming out saying that he might have PEDs
Tell us
on
what
that
you know.
on that Haney fight.
Oh.
I don't know where to because they just saying multiple sources, so I haven't seen. It's popped up on Bleacher
That's
Report.
not a
Just
good
say
look.
To be honest,
That's all you gotta
allegedly-
say.
To be honest, allegedly,
Bleacher Report.
Allegedly,
This
it-
makes sense if it's the way he broke his jaw.
Allegedly,
Yo.
it did feel kind of like cocaine when he hopped out that one round, just mad energized.
Oh, I see this
You
22
seeing
minutes
it?
ago.
But you
Garcia,
remember-
he tested positive for PD.
But you remember that one
and he
round
came
he
in
popped out?
overweight.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
does that so I'm not big
That's
in-
steroids
do they-
basically for
Well,
boxing.
no, I know what
Yeah,
PEDs
so
are,
he- No,
but
but
they
do
don't
they
necessarily gotta be
take
steroids.
the
It
win
could be
from
separate.
him? Like if it turns
Steroids.
out that
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would turn into a no
If
contest.
it does become a
Wow.
thing,
It would turn into a no contest.
if it's true, they're gonna take.
was
that
it
one.
a title fight or was it just like a fight?
Because he came in overweight?
you can't
They couldn't,
win the
they
belt.
couldn't
Yahoo
win the belt.
Sports.
Oh wow.
Oh no, this is real.
It's coming out, bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
And he
I-
out here, he throwing damage control.
But y'all
He's
remember that?
already
He got
coming out
power,
there,
but some
bro.
some of that was looking a little.
It looked a little crazy,
Like,
yo.
yo,
Like
what
he
the
broke
heck?
his
He
jaw.
was-
He broke his jaw
and
completely,
you
bro.
gotta-
But they didn't say he broke. Allegedly, they didn't say he broke it. He
It was
could've
an
broke
elbow in there too. He threw
And
one of them.
but the
low
level
elbows.
of
Rough out
stamina he
was
had,
Tyson
like,
Fury in him, yeah.
Fact.
Because remember that it was like the 5th or 6th round, he just jumped out. Because Devin Haney had it even for like 3 or 4 rounds. Then he just jumped out like 6 rounds.
No,
like,
Mike called it in the
ultra
Mike said
instinct.
he's
I'm like, yo, he just got some.
We gonna say the rush,
allegedly,
rush. He looked like he was-
some rush, allegedly, because he came out straight.
Salute to YouTube. You know how he get down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna bleep that out.
He looked like he was rushed, yo.
Yeah, he was
Mike
ru-
said it. Because
Allegedly.
he did. Yo, it was like 3 rounds.
Yo, and this was late in
where
the
he
fight.
was looking like he
So
was
fighters
cooked,
be
and then
like-
all of a sudden,
They hit
Starting
the
to
water
rain
bottle
a
with the
little.
rush,
yeah.
yo.
It
They hit
reminded
the
me
water
of
bottle with
Tyrone
the
Biggums
rush.
when he got it. He was like, ah.
He had it taped to the inside of the bottle and he shook it up.
Came out,
Took
broke
the
his
bottle
jaw,
up.
one punch.
Ah, that's that Michael Jordan special drink joint that
This
they
is
was talking
nasty.
about. Yo.
Right. And
I mean,
I wouldn't put it past him.
He's
Listen,
been going
bro.
crazy with the conspiracy theories too. So like, you know, the Illuminati might be trying to get him out of here.
He
'cause
looked
talking
wild.
too
He
much.
looked like he was wilding before. It's like now is he having like on some like
Is he having rage?
was it a rage? Roid rage? That joint going on with something
Cycling
going on?
off is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Allegedly?
He was on his
I don't know
don't
nothing.
know.
what's
man.
the name of the
Everything is
dude who was
alleged.
battling with Sammy Sosa for the home run record, and they was both
my
juicing
man.
super hard.
That was Barry
Mark
Barry-
McGuire.
Mark McGuire.
Oh man, he was on his. Oh,
What a time though. That was fun to watch.
as long as he don't do
Yo,
that.
niggas hit home runs,
PED's
bro.
joint is crazy. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yo, I just
That's
saw it pop
wild.
up on Bleacher Report. I had to
I
bring
thought
that
I
up.
was tripping and being a hater, but I was like, he seems awfully energized to be midway through the fight. And
I thought it was the
usually you
rush,
big
but-
conservative. Because it was like
Could be
Devin
the
wasn't
rush,
really
rush.
landing hard,
They just
landing
saying,
hard
man,
shots, but he
we
was
don't know
jabbing
what
them out.
it is.
Well,
catching them
they
open.
That's why
on Bleacher
PEDs
Report
could
they
be-
gave a name to it.
Oh, snap.
There was an actual name of the
Wait a
joint.
minute.
Hold on, let me find the Bleacher
Polyphenoline
Report.
That's how I
dihydroxide.
be,
It's
yo.
like you don't get tired once you drink this.
Asterin?
Nosterine. Oh.
Asterin.
That's if I'm not mistaken. Somebody don't correct
that
me. I
what-
think I know enough.
Test.
That is a steroid if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. PED. It's
that
a
what
banned
Chris
substance.
Benoit took?
Asterin.
Oh, Osterin?
Damn,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Allegedly.
Let's hope not.
Allegedly.
Oh nah, Chris Benoit. Nah. Y'all ever seen Dark Side of Wrestling?
I have seen all of those
We was
almost.
talking about that a few episodes ago with the dude that was cutting up his forehead.
Oh,
Something like
yo,
Oh, with the
that
razors.
that was
that. What's my man name? I forgot his name.
New Jack.
New Jack.
New Jack.
Yo, getting the like backstory on the Montreal screw job was insane, bro. Like,
Oh, the Yankees got us today, Zay. Damn it.
Finally, man, I was at the game and we lost. Yo, I never seen the Yankees in person get shut out. I was so mad, but they were getting on base. It was the weirdest game. I don't want to go deep into that because we could.
Yeah.
I don't want to drag. I got one more thing, and I'm like, we already approaching an hour, but
Yeah.
yeah, but oh well, on my end, one more thing since we in the boxing lane. I know y'all. I saw it, yo, because I sent something, but it's been floating around, yo. Because also Tank had put it out there. Allegedly, yo, Floyd over in Dubai, yo, can't
Can't
get
get
some
on.
money and
Saw
they
that.
won't let him go, yo.
Yo, free Floyd, yo. Come on, yo. Like,
Why? I'm not
what did he
hoping
do?
he
what
don't
if
get
his
free.
if his mans did some nut stuff in another
mans.
play? What didn't they say it was somebody that stole something
I
that
don't
he
know.
was
I just
with?
know he owed mad money.
They,
I thought he
in
paid
that
the money
in
back.
that video you sent us, they said that the guy was one of his partners stole like a piece,
Yeah.
a diamond chain or
And
something.
they said he
like
paid
that.
for the chain, but
And
they
he
want the
paid for the
merchandise
chain,
back.
but they still want the merchandise back. Allegedly, is what the
It's probably
story
a one
said.
of one
But he probably do
emerald.
owe some money. I
Unless
bet I
it-
can see
I've
that.
heard it's a lot of stories floating around. Listen, man.
I can see the
You
gambling
gotta
thing.
realize, yo. I don't know if he did anything or not, but if this is true, yo, like, you had to stop messing around in these other countries.
yeah, you
Yeah,
can't-
not a game.
yo, you
It's
you
not
like,
worth
you doing
it.
snatch and grabs in Dubai, yo. Like
Remember-
their laws is different, bro.
it's
Remember-
not worth it, bro.
Remember when he was? Remember the Ryzen fight with the random dude, the Asian MMA fighter that was small and it seemed like he had it. Remember there was remember the people was talking about he was in Japan.
Yeah.
I remember that
what-
fight.
I remember
he was-
seeing
it
the-
was
the
almost a
scenes from
hostage
that.
fight. Remember the dude that was promoting it wasn't even like the people who was with Floyd promoting it wasn't people we've never seen him
Yeah.
with before
He
or
got
since.
ties. He
It
got
was
ties
mad
out there.
weird. Like it was like who is this random black guy that's with him? It's not Leonard Ellerby. It wasn't the usual suspects. It was just some other people who helped. It was mad weird and sketchy. Floyd wasn't getting a haircut and all that type of. And he looked like he was stuck over. I think we made the you know I don't want to say that whatever we made those jokes about Kuzos doing
Listen,
jokes or
man, it
whatever,
gets
how
real,
he had
man.
it.
I got all love for the other countries. I
Yeah,
ain't messing with y'all. I ain't going to ever
Yeah, I
come
mean,
over
it was-
there with my American mind thinking I know everything about
Yeah,
another
that's
country.
crazy
like,
to even
You
try.
gotta chill
You don't
out.
know if
But
these
like
things
knowing
are-
Especially
but like
Dubai.
knowing the
Where's
laws
he
is
at?
different. Yeah, I don't even
The
think you
Dubai,
can
I
smoke.
You
the weed
cannot
out
not-
there.
Nah, if
We
you
heard about
land
it.
in,
You can't smoke weed
You might
at
go
all.
to prison for
if
that.
Yes,
you
you
land
jail.
in Dubai and you smell like weed, they literally are going
They're gonna
to
lock you
up, like offer it.
I was gonna say a distasteful joke, but I didn't.
That's growth, bro. I almost said
Yeah.
something crazy about Chris Benoit and the PEDs, but I was
yeah.
like,
wait,
no,
no,
we're
we're
not
not
going to
doing
do
that.
that.
No.
Exactly.
But,
So
I'm
that's
never
my
gonna
growth,
say
yo. I'm
distasteful
proud of you,
joke.
bro.
I'm never going to say I wouldn't go to Dubai, but I'm not interested. That's one of those places where everybody, like a lot of people, like to go.
Just for the photos.
I don't be interested for whatever reason. It's just not one of those things that's on my.
You
list
can't
as
even
I
wear
go,
certain
yo.
things.
It doesn't
out there.
feel
Yeah.
right, bro.
You,
Like,
you bring your lady out there. You can't. I don't think you can even hold hands in certain
Somebody just no, that was
They-
crazy.
if you go
They might-
somewhere and you
They
gotta,
might
you gotta look it
remove
up.
an appendage if you do
You
something
got some
crazy.
all black Air Forces on. Somebody just come out and just chop your arm.
Yeah,
Don't
I don't
fuck
got
around in
time
these
for
other
that.
countries.
It feels like a construct, like just the whole area. Like I remember just in school my background or whatever. Just when I was interested in how they were doing and building it up and all of that. And just from that time, from when I was in school to now, it's a whole new place. Like, even over the last 20 years period, it's a whole new place. It was just barren desert for the most part. So that whole thing just seems like it just seems.
But
it
just
seems like
popped
wild.
out of
It just
nowhere.
seems
It's kinda-
weird. And salute to I don't got no issues with nobody over it, but it's just everything about it just.
I'm sure it's like this in every country, but I think a lot of people look at it and see the amazing skyscrapers and everything.
Because it's beautiful.
Like that.
That's why I kept up. I like a lot
But-
of the work they've done.
I flew into Dubai, so
Uh-huh.
I've been there before,
Okay.
and there's a sad part too. There's not all of those tall, beautiful buildings that you see. It's wild poor people out there, that look like they going through it. So like a lot of the stuff we see is the glorified side of it, the people who
Yeah.
have the money. But there's a large section of people that are still probably struggling over there.
I'm sure in
Yeah.
other countries, all they see is downtown Manhattan,
Oh yeah.
downtown
Yeah,
LA.
they don't know about
It's
them
valid. It's valid. But when you travel into these places, you must know that. These are the things. This was the same thing when I went to Bali. It's beautiful sights there, but there's also the land.
And the conditions of the prisons are gonna be different. Like most prisons ain't like the U.S.
not
where they
messing
spend
around
mad
with the
money
country.
Not even-
making sure you
They're
good.
gonna throw you in a hole.
You be
not even just the
outside,
prison
bro.
system.
It just be like
Most-
on some concrete bed.
People gotta also remember, like, you don't have the same, like, you got a right to attorney.
That's
You got
the embassy.
You got a phone call. You got
Those are your
everybody
rights
don't
in
got
the
that,
US.
yo, like,
And
Those
can you
are
That's
rights.
here,
imagine
though.
getting
Those
locked
saw
up
you.
and you can't tell what they're saying? Like that's got to be the scare. Like they just talking about
I know
you,
Brittany Griner
Just
was
getting
And
thrown
you-
around. Oh my
bruh,
god!
and you have
I can't
no idea
imagine.
what they talking about.
Being up there, you in a Russian.
Oh
man.
no, they had her in the
That
gulag.
joint probably sound
That
like
shit like a
Stranger
camp
Things.
somewhere.
It
Like
probably
a,
sound like Stranger
prison
Things.
camp?
On that,
Yeah.
Nah, I don't even want
They had her busting bricks with the sledgehammer.
That was
That's
definitely
hard
Stranger
labor,
Things
yo.
type captivity, bro.
That's the one of the wildest sentences, yo. No.
Crazy, man.
It sends him like 10 years of hard labor.
Bro.
Yo, what is that?
Yo,
They really had to where
And
Hopper
he's not here
was.
anymore. He didn't make it to the 10 years. We don't know what happened. I'm
that's
not touching it.
crazy.
Yo, they had it with Hopper.
oh, it's on ESPN now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a wrap for him.
Yeah. Is it going to be a separate thing for the Ravens thing, or we could
Absolutely.
just? Okay. All right. So we got episode 207 Coach Class, 307 Coach Class Pod. Continue rating and subscribing.
Yes, indeed.
Appreciate
Rest in
y'all
peace,
listening.
Rest in
man.
peace to Big.
Appreciate
Grease.
you pulling up, bro.
Always, bro. Thank you.
Always gotta say.
Rest in peace to Big Grease, man.
They asked me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life.